But often we get in front of somebody, especially like a venture capitalist, and it's like just dump. It's either like, hey, look at our product, or look at how great we are. And my big thesis every time I talk to an early stage company is I'm like, tell your story. Tell your story. Everybody loves a good story. It's a way to build connection. It's a way to demonstrate some level of credibility. It's a way to create empathy. Like, nail that freaking story, because that's how it all starts. So like, in order to raise money, yes, we have a process, right, that we go through. It's got to, the business has to, hit certain milestones. We've got to really, like and trust and believe in the people. The market and size, the market needs to be there. You got to demonstrate enough traction. You got to have some defensibility. You've got to have, real customer love. All of those things have to be there. But we won't even get to the point of digging in to determine if all of those things are there if you don't hook us some way, shape, or form. And
Totally.
one of the best ways to do that is through story, is really crafting the right narrative, which is what we're going to do today. And what I'm looking for is, did you learn? Did you grow? Did you change? Are you coachable? That's what I'm looking for. So the reality is, the second time you tell your story, if it's exactly the same as the first time, then you fail. But also, I'm also expecting, if you did listen and kind of pay attention to the story mechanics and you're thinking about it, you may get a little better, but it's quite possible that you're going to get a little worse, because it just takes practice, just like anything. And that's okay. I'm all down for getting dirty and getting messy.
The future's here, right? Like, the jobs that we trained for 20 years ago are not the ones that we're equipping students to go out and look for going forward.
I was really good in front of the room and getting people to understand a complex idea and breaking it down into simple terms that 17-year-olds with ankle bracelets and parole officers could understand. That's what my job was. Somehow I find my way consulting these multi-billion-dollar orgs, sitting across from Aaron Ross and having him pass me the mic on these calls.
What's the point of the story you're trying to make? If you don't know that, your listener will never know that. And marketers out there, this is what you need to be doing. Look at your customer stories, look at the data, look at the information that you're putting out. And if it's not really clear what the point you're trying to make, then there's your problem. That's problem number one. Number two, every story has to have a setting.
Critical thinking is more important than ever. Educators know it, but business leaders are saying, we want to hire critical thinkers. We want to hire curious people. We want to hire intellectually curious, not just, hey, did you get a 4.0 grade point average, but did you learn how to think? Can you come and build the future of this company?
The main character of the story is you and your journey, right? And who is being impacted by this story is the collective we. I mean, at the end of the day, we invest in people. We fundamentally invest in companies, but we invest in people, right? And so if you're going to go talk to a venture capitalist, or you're talking to a prospect or a customer, you represent you represent the company, but you and I have a relationship. We're all natural born storytellers. We just need to get better at the mechanics so that we can get more succinct in our story. And it really starts with being really, really clear about the point of your story. Okay, there's two stories you've got to know and you got to own. You got to be able to tell it in a matter of seconds, and you cannot skip a beat. And that is your origin story of the company. Why does your company exist? And the other story is, why do you work there? And you'll notice these are two why stories. The problem is, often we tell stories about what and how. What do we do and how do we do it? And as an investor, when I told you we invest in people, I want to know why. Why this? Why this market? Why this solution? Why? Tell me more about the why. Because in the why, that's where the juice is. That's where the energy is. The what and the how, that's easy. And oh, by the way, most often the what and the how, you're not unique. The winner of the Endgame is, drum roll please, Jen.